I grew up on a pig farm in Yorkshire. My father was a pig farmer, so naturally I became a barrister. I've spent the last 35 years doing offshore tax planning for large corporations and private individuals. When I bought the first serious piece of art, it was the start of an addiction, which means I'm always broke because as soon as I have some money, I go and buy some more art. So I suppose I now have about 500 pieces, a collection built up with a complete shotgun approach. Everything that I own has one thing in common only, which is I love it. And otherwise there is no rhyme or reason to the art I collect, really. Although there are some themes, and I'm sat amongst one of them, which is David Hockney's works, and partly because he came back from LA and started painting the Yorkshire countryside, basically where I grew up, so scenes from the paintings behind me now. I don't just know where they are, I know the tree, and that was very poignant for me. And he's the one single artist where I've really bought up everything I can find, which is within price range, but otherwise it's eclectic beyond belief. Luckily, when I travel, I go and visit private galleries and museums and learn, and through the art prizes we run as Sovereign Art Foundation, you see a lot of work, so you get exposed to a vast array of work from everywhere in the world. And from that, I cherry pick what I like, really. And that's been the approach. If that is an approach, I guess it is. Trust your instincts would be my thing. I'm sure there are great curators and experts who can help you. But it is really a matter of personal taste, isn't it? And if you're going to get the pleasure out of it you want, you've just got to buy things you really love. And you're always going to get a story about its potential to go up in value, but it's largely hit and miss and chance, and nobody really knows. And I think go and look as much as you possibly can. Visit the galleries, the museums, and see a lot. I've noticed your taste changes and you want striking things and things which are unusual and things which cause an emotion or a reaction. And the idea that art is beauty goes out the window to a certain extent. Art is provocative, and great art is, they always say it's born out of struggle, isn't it? And rarely does that produce beauty. It produces things worthy of comment and things which affect you on an emotional level. It's not the same thing. So your taste will change, but that's fine. No problem with that. But that's why look at a lot before you decide which way you're going to go, which path you're going to go down. And then go with your gut instinct. With offices around the world and houses around the world, they've all got art in them, and I can always cram another piece in. So I continue to acquire, but that's the philosophy. So I've got nothing really in storage, and once the walls are full, of course, you can go to sculpture. As my mate Tim Marlowe said, sculpture's the thing you trip over when you stand back to look at a good painting. But now I've got a winery full of art, and that lends itself to sculpture, so there's a sculpture collection there. And once everything's full, I don't know what I'll do, really. I very occasionally sell a piece when I've fallen out of love with it, and the value seems to me to have gone as high as it's going to. But generally I don't like selling anything because I bought it because I love it, so why would I want to part with it? And the answer is I don't. So it just grows and grows.